Welcome everybody back to Nine's Corner. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Whether you celebrate Easter or not, I hope it went really well. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep going with my weekly vibes because I keep doing them, but I don't seem to be getting any traction. And I mean, I could barely get traction with my channel. I'm doing my best to push forward and trying to, just keep doing my readings and hope that I get an audience, but what can I do? But I appreciate you. That almost rhymed. First up, let's look at Dianne Feinstein. Now the news has come out that there's been a number of her colleagues that are concerned about her cognitive abilities. Now, I'm just going to throw out some things here. She's 88 years old, so I don't know if retirement is a dirty word or term limits is a dirty word. Let's see exactly what's happening with Feinstein at this moment in time. So, in the past, we have the Ace of Wands. She was a doer. She probably was a little bit pushy, a little bit, Fred Flintstone, we're going to do it. So she had lots of momentum, passion, and, she wanted to do her job. Right now, we have the Hangman. Interesting. So I think for her, she almost feels as though she's being sacrificed. This is not going down well with her. It's forcing her to have to kind of look at things. I think it's forcing everybody to kind of look at this situation. She sees it in a completely different way than everybody else. She feels like she's being almost pinpoint and sacrificed. Underneath it, we have the Chariot. She has lots of stamina still. Like, she has a lot of push in her, a lot of determination, a lot of self-confidence, and underneath it all, she really doesn't know how it's going to turn out. She's really kind of just waiting and seeing. Above it, we do have the Moon. I think that Miss Feinstein knows herself that there are some slowdowns with her. I mean, we grow older. I know there's lots of times that I'm trying to say one of my kids' names and I'm trying to say, Noah, and I'll go, Jared, Charlie, Noah, So I do feel as though, yes, there is some cognitive issues there, but she's trying to hold them in. She might not actually, it's like it's there, but she's not aware of it. In the future, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Which way is this going to go? With the Wheel of Fortune, retirement is not long off in the cards. I think that with the Wheel of Fortune here, it is indicating a change and a new direction. So I think sooner rather than later, she's going to have to start thinking about that. I'd be interested just to ask one question. At any time, are they going to start having a conversation about, having Senate terms? Ooh. Page of Pentacles. I wasn't expecting that. So with the Page of Pentacles, I do believe that this could be the start. Now, we probably will hear of other names going to be mentioned, not just Feinstein's as time goes by. But I do feel like this is the beginning of kind of going, hey guys, we need to look at some stuff. It's it's not like in the main conversation, but it's like whispered behind closed doors. So I do feel like there's something more to this. Yeah, this is probably going to strike up a conversation and some change in the future. Interesting. For our next reading, we're going to look at Jared Kushner. Recently, Jared Kushner made a $2 billion real estate deal with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The significant deal was made personally by Mohammed bin Salman against the better judgment of the Saudi wealth fund experts who did not see Jared as a secure deal. So let's look back at the relationship of Saudi Arabia during the time of Donald Trump's presidency, where Jared Kushner was the assistant to the president and Trump's senior advisor. Saudi Arabia is a very wealthy country with petroleum exports and are seen as an ally due to its location in the Middle East. Unfortunately, Saudi-led coalition is involved in the largest humanitarian crisis in Yemen. Thousands dead, millions misplaced, starvation and disease are rampant. Literal famine expected this year. To its barest bones, we are seeing a civil war to see who can control the land. You have the Houthis, who are said to be linked to getting armed support from Iran, the internationally recognized government headed by Hadi, who also had to flee to Saudi Arabia, who in turn, with the U of A and other countries, tried to reinstate him. So in a weak position, the country also has other separatist groups joining the fight. So understanding that arms bought from the US and other countries are used for the fight in Yemen. Literally looking at what's happening in Ukraine has been several years happening in Yemen, and there's no media coverage to see what's actually happening there. So during Trump's time, he resumed arms sales with Saudi Arabia. Washington Post journalist Khashoggi was killed with intelligence that the directive came from the prince. Trump said, in any case, our relationship is with Saudi Arabia. And if all that wasn't enough, Trump approved transfer of nuclear technology during the time and shortly after the killing of Khashoggi. So I thought, let's have a look, and we're going to look at Jared Kushner and what he expects to get out of this deal, how it's going to work out for him. And the reports coming out of the media are basically saying that they are hoping to have Trump back in power in 2024. So that was part of the reason why they gave the deal to Jared Kushner. But more recently, they have literally been making fun of Biden, which I just think is the perfect storm, that they had this deal with Jared, they want Trump back, and now Biden is on their hit list.
Thank you very much. Today, we're going to talk about the crisis in Spain. Yeah, we're going to talk about the crisis in Africa. Yeah, Russia. Yeah, Russia. And I want to talk about the president of Russia, Putin. Yeah, Putin. Putin, listen to me. I have a very important message to you. The message is, and the president of China, oh, I didn't finish Russia?
No, sir.
Thank you to correct me, First Lady.
Damn.
Yeah, thank you very much. God bless you, and God bless.
Thank you all. Hallelujah. Clap to your president. Clap to your president right now.
So let's have a look and see, what does Jared Kushner get out of this? Is this really is this really them thinking that Trump is going to get back in power? And that's what Jared has promised? Let's have a look. So Jared, in the past, justice. In the past, making deals, making promises, and literally having having to turn their back on justice in order to make the money. This is not a good idea. This is going to blow up in Jared Kushner's face. Oh my God. Jared Kushner. Everything that you know, everything that you have, everything that you is going to be torn apart. This is not a good deal for you. Underneath it, there's the Ace of Swords, so there's going to be clarity and truth coming out. About what? Clarity and truth. He's worried about clarity and the killing of Khashoggi. He knows. He knows. He was knowledgeable about that, and they know more details than what they let. I mean, we know. We've been told. On top of it, the moon making dark deeds. You know, it is the type, I actually feel like emotional about it, because the type of vibration of some of these people are so low, and just learning about the devastation in Yemen and everything is just, but this tells me that 100%, when I said that I think he was part of, knew about, helped, has information, knows the truth about Khashoggi's death. He's covered it up. He's helped cover it up. He knows about it, but it's going to blow up in his face. The future. Two of Wands. He's going to be trying to figure out what path to take. He's going to be set in a new direction. Literally, why is it so often around this guy I get, like, moving away, moving out of the country, having to move out of the country? Something about this deal is going to blow up in his face. The truth is out there. He knows it. I really believe this has to do with Khashoggi. Can I just have a clarifier for this? Does this mean this is working with them against the U.S.? Because I really do feel that if you're going to, do personal deals. Oh, Kushner. You are going to be going through the battle. You are going to have whatever's going to come out of this deal is going to cause so much problem, issue, stress in your life. And I think that you're a marked man because of this deal. Okay. How does Saudi Arabia see this deal with Jared Kushner? Does it have anything to do with their recent mistreatment of Biden? I mean, that would be an awful wealthy country to get helping Trump to get in a position of power. Oh, God. All right. In the past, becoming friendly with the White House, getting to do you know that they were the first, I think, they were the first visit with Trump? Remember, they actually had pictures taken in the White House and everything, if I'm recalling correctly. So, there's the happy relationship. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Jared Kushner is showing up here under a lot of strain. Being able to hold Jared Kushner to task. Isn't that interesting? Okay, underneath it all, walking away. Walking away from everything got built up. So, you know, the good favor that they had, they're walking away from that relationship. I really feel like they are turning their back on the Biden administration to keep themselves in alignment with Trump. They're making deals that Kushner and them have no idea. You know, you make a deal with the devil. On top of it, money, influence, money, you know, all the worldly goods, everything that makes life wealthy, healthy. This is all about power. Power. What? Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds. That's all I can hear. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Kushner is going to literally owe his life, especially if Trump doesn't get in power in 2024. That is not going to be good for Kushner. He owes a lot, and he is going to be expected to reciprocate. Wow. Let me just look. I just want to see. Does Saudi Arabia plan on helping Trump and the Trump org, especially now that they're involved with Jared Kushner against everybody's better judgment? Let's have a look and see. Are they going to involve themselves? Or is that deal part and parcel? Because, I mean, think about how much money they're going to be making. Are they going to involve themselves with the U.S. politics? Oh, guys. They are looking at U.S. politics. They're looking at, oh my God, they really are. They're keeping an eye on U.S. politics. They've made their decision. They're trying to figure out which way to go, but they've got one definite with Trump, not with Biden. He's looking at the details. I'm telling you, that's the deal. Looking at the details of the deal. What? What kind of deal did they make? Two of Swords. Well, I mean, obviously going against your better instinct, doing what's wrong. You know it's wrong. You just want it. You're trying to weigh out your thoughts. You know, you got the good devil and the bad devil. I really think that this is a strategic thing that Saudi Arabia is doing. Making contact and relations with Jared Kushner, who's, you know, connected to Trump, and a whole host of other people. And they're fodder against the Biden administration. So, almost looks revengeful. Okay, that's a heavy enough reading for tonight, I think. Maybe I should look into doing a reading on Biden. I'll leave that for the next. So, if you have any questions you'd like for me to do, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I appreciate your time. As always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we chat, cheerio and take care, my friends.